DC here. Hi guys. Well, today I wanted to make a vid in response to Rob, DogWalkingTall. He had a funny little vid a little bit earlier when, maybe it was yesterday actually, where he was talking about going to the office to change his driver's license, and he had a funny experience with the lady when they took the picture, and a really cool picture where we can see he's been taking a lot of carrot juice and so on, so he's very orange and so whatever. And it brings me on actually to the subject of bureaucracy, and in particular Canadian bureaucracy. Let me tell you what it's like when you live in a foreign country like myself, so in Switzerland, and you want to renew your Canadian passport. Okay, first thing, you have to call up the embassy and tell them you want a new passport. Now, how did it used to be at the time? Well, first you either had to get a whole load of references, which would have to be, for example, medical doctors. A normal person is not a reference. It has to be somebody who's someone in society, as I guess a medical doctor, probably a notary or something like that. Okay, that might not even be free. If that wasn't enough, of course, if you had a passport, the previous passport is not proof that you're a Canadian citizen. You got to have a citizenship card. Luckily enough, I had one made before leaving the country. Otherwise, I had no proof when I left the country at the time that I was a Canadian citizen. Okay, fair enough. When you do all that, if there is actually a loophole, if you do not have a reference, you will pay a bit more, but you have to go in person, more or less swear in writing that you are who you are, and pay, and they will give it to you in hand. Okay, fair enough. What happens if a child is born in Switzerland, a Canadian child? Well, first off, the Swiss don't automatically give citizenship to someone that's born on their soil. So both our boys were born here in Switzerland. So there were a certain period they were refugees. What I mean by that they had no citizenship. Okay, you go to the Canadian embassy, and then you got to go to a photographer and get a picture for the citizenship card. Now you see here the picture of two babies. Now I would like to say that one boy is 22, the other one is 20. Now when we renew their passports, their Canadian passports, we have to give proof that they are Canadian citizens. This is my 20-year-old boy's proof that he is a Canadian citizen. Now I asked them about that. Of course, if you want to change it, you can, but you'll have to pay for it. So officially, he is born, he's 20 years old, he is 52 centimeters tall, and he has blue eyes, as most babies did. This son at the time was 49 centimeters tall, and also has blue eyes. Now, of course, this is definite proof that this child is a Canadian citizen. Now, aside from all the other facts that I told you, that is, I find, a very nice example of very intelligent bureaucracy. Now, there is absolutely no doubt that in 22 years later, anybody will recognize that this person and the one on the passport, actually who's doing his military service now, are the same person. Rob, I think that in this respect, Canadians are top. But actually, I bet that a lot of you have examples of great bureaucracy that'll probably top this one off. Why don't you post as a response to mine or to Rob's or whatever, and we'll try and see who are the best bureaucrats. Okay, so that's about all for now. There was just a little vid off my head as I was watching Rob's. So DC's going to be sign off. Oh, and yes, when Rob says that he loves vloggers, listen to the guy. Talking about your daily life is vlogging, as far as I'm concerned. You're great. You're one of the best. You really are, Rob. Okay, take care.